The power of intention, living every moment for God, a Salesian path. Today, we reflect on a spiritual practice that can quietly but powerfully transform your entire day. The direction of intention, lovingly taught by our Doctor of Love, Saint Francis de Sales. This practice is not only simple, it is revolutionary. It can sanctify every moment, whether in the chapel, at the school, in the kitchen, or on the road. This is the gentle revolution of living intentionally for God. We do much when we do little, if we do it for God when and as He wants, says Father Mermier. The first point for reflection today is, what is the direction of intention? It is the habit of offering each action to God before we begin it, asking for His grace and intending to do it purely for His glory. This is not about doing more things, but about doing what you already do with God, for God, and through God. St. Francis de Sales introduced this method in his spiritual directory, encouraging everyone, not just monks or mystics, to live a holy life. This is holiness in action. This is Salesian spirituality for everyday living. The second point, the theology behind it. Let's briefly touch the pillars that uphold this practice. First of all for God's glory. Inspired by St. Paul's words, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do everything for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians 10:31. St. Francis de Sales teaches us to strip away self-love and seek God's glory in everything. Secondly, begin with grace. We ask God for His grace before each task. This keeps us humble, reminding us we are instruments in His hands. Thirdly, align with God's will. There are two wills of God, the declared will, like His commandments, and the permissive will, like trials. Christian maturity is seen in embracing both. Fourthly, love is the motive. Every act must be motivated by love. When love leads, even the smallest deeds become large in God's eyes. Fifthly, accept suffering with serenity. Right intention prepares the soul to embrace pain, not with fear, but with faith. Suffering becomes sanctified when united with God's purpose. The third point, how to practice it daily. This isn't a complex ritual, it's practical. Let me give you a few ways. First of all, start the day with intention. Upon waking, say something simple like this: My God, I offer you all I shall do today for your glory, in union with your will. Give me your grace. This sets the spiritual tone of the day. Secondly, before every task, pause briefly before every new activity. Whisper a short prayer. Jesus, I do this for you. Be it sending an email or cleaning a room, it becomes a sacred act. Thirdly, focus and offer. Offer the action and its fruits to God. Ask, can this act reflect Christ's love? Fourthly, daily examination of intention. In your evening reflection, ask, did I do this for God's glory? Was I moved by love or ego? This sharpens your spiritual awareness. Fifthly, practice holy indifference. This beautiful Salesian teaching helps us let go of personal preferences and accept what God gives with peace. The fourth point for reflection today is the benefits are transformative. If we live each moment with intentionality, here is what begins to happen. First of all, constant awareness of God. You will start seeing God in small and mundane. Even simple chorus will glow with meaning. Secondly, deep sense of purpose. When aligned with God's will, your ministry, your suffering, your silence, everything becomes mission. Thirdly, virtue becomes habit. You will find yourself becoming more gentle, humble, and simple, the little virtues of St. Francis de Sales. Fourthly, peace amid suffering. When pain is offered with intention, it no longer disturbs your spirit. You feel serenely united to cross. Fifthly, better relationships. You listen better. You love more purely. You forgive more easily. Why? Because love has replaced ego as the motive. The fifth point for reflection today is challenges and encouragement. Let's not pretend this journey is always easy. Even St. Francis de Sales warns us. First of all, forgetfulness. You will forget at times. Don't be discouraged. Set reminders, post a holy quote, or wear a cross as a cue. Secondly, resistance to surrender. Sometimes we don't want to let go of control. That's okay. Offer even your resistance to God. Thirdly, discouragement after failure. Failed today? Offer that failure too. God's mercy is bigger than your mistakes. Fourthly, trap of vainglory. Don't seek applause even for spiritual efforts. The goal is to please God, not people. The sixth point for our reflection today is living Jesus in every moment. Let me conclude by inviting you, dear friends, to take up this beautiful practice. You don't need extra time. You just need extra awareness. The direction of intention turns your whole day into a prayer, your whole life into a sacrifice of love. Live Jesus was the heartbeat of St. Francis de Sales. It can become ours too. In the silence of your heart, in the rush of your apostolate, and even in your suffering, pause, smile at God, and say, "This is for you, Lord." That's enough. That's powerful. That's holy. Key takeaways from this session are, first of all, direction of intention is the spiritual habit of offering each action to God before it begins. Secondly, it is grounded in Salesian spirituality, love, humility, surrender, and divine purpose. Thirdly, you can practice it anywhere, at any time, simply and sincerely. Fourthly, it transforms your day, purifies your motives, and deepens your relationship with Christ. Fifthly, it helps you live Jesus with authenticity, peace, and unwavering joy. Live Jesus.